What up? I'm back. Today is Tuesday, July 26th. Man, I never know what day it is. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't have to fix that problem right now. But it's crazy, dude. I just came outside. I just got through painting. And I listened to two songs. And this is the second song that I finished the painting to. And dude, I love it. I truly love painting. Like, it's freaking fire, man. And I just got done with it, and you know, did a little bit on the computer real quick, and then coming out here to talk. And I come to walk outside, dude, and I open the door, and it's just so bright, just so freaking vibrant and beautiful. Like it's almost like a bright. I can't explain it. It's almost like pink orange, but white. Like it's fire, man. Like go outside, or if you remember what tomorrow looks like, or tonight, whatever. After you hear this talk, like man, it's freaking fire out here. And I always face my truck towards the sunset, and I always hope to make it out here. You know, where the sunset, like the sun's already over the trees, but I still get to see all the colors and the clouds in the sky, and they're all lit up and freaking crazy, bro. Like every day, man. Maybe I don't get to watch the sun rise, but I get to watch the sunset. And which I did get up early today. I was somewhere early, but I'm kind of tired now. I did get up. It doesn't matter. I woke up this morning and actually rode a 2K this morning. I can do it faster. I just gotta find the right settings. I did it under 8 minutes with some crappy settings, so I need to figure out the best settings and then just destroy myself and get under 7. It shouldn't be that hard. I'll probably go in and row another 2K before I go to sleep. And work out a little bit at home tonight. I worked out a little bit last night too. But man, yeah, the sunsets, it makes me speechless because it's like, I just got through painting something that, like, I have no idea what I painted, like why it came out the way it did, you know, and I switched songs, and that's the point, is like, everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to in my life, like, and it may make zero sense to anyone else, because based on their life, when you're so busy being busy and not being aware of your surroundings, not being aware of what's really going on with yourself, that's the issue. It's we're programmed to always just keep our eyes outward, always watching outward, and I'm doing that, but I'm watching everything outward that involves me, whether it's the clocks, whether it's numbers, whether it's receipts. Like, there's always this weird number system, man, and it's so crazy, and it's just like everything's happening for me now that I'm aware of it. Like, everything is happening for you, but you got to be aware of it, and you got to just enjoy the moment, live in the moment, and that's where you find that peace. That's where you find that happiness, is in the moment, watching and looking at the little things. You walk by and a flower freaking has bloomed, and it wasn't bloomed earlier. Like, you just a dragonfly flying in the sky, like, and it's just so close to you, and it's so majestic and beautiful. Like, the sunset, you open the door, walk out the back door because you know you're fixing to go talk, and you just got through painting something that you really have no idea what it is. Like, it's a girl with wings, or a woman with wings. Like, it makes zero sense to me. I don't know who that is. You know? I could pretend, I could guess, I could assume. But I have no idea, because I'm just living in the moment, and whatever happens, happens. You know, and as a human, you lean towards certain people and stuff like that. Everyone does this. You know? You like other people more than you like other people, and you whatever. But it's like, Um, I'm just trying to live in the now. I'm just trying to survive, technically, what this world is. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just walking. Just taking steps every single day, man. I went, cut the grass, went to Home Depot. I buy some wood so I can frame my paintings. I framed 2 of them, and mosquitoes were eating me up. So I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna go paint, and I'll go back tomorrow. I'll frame a bunch, and I'll frame all the wood I have, and I've already decided which ones I'm gonna frame, and I may go back and frame them better, nice later. But right now, I just want to get them framed so I can potentially have a show, and they may not be the best framed, they may not be the straightest, but they're framed, and I just doing what I'm doing real quick just to get to where I can sell them, and they can be whatever, and just trying to keep moving along and doing, dude. People don't understand. People can look at my life and be like, man, Cody's just this and that, and Cody's not doing anything. Man, you guys don't have any idea, man. This journey that I've been on has been literally 24/7 for the last year and a half. It's not an easy road, man. And I told a buddy the other day, I was like, dude, you may think that what I've been going through is easy. And when I speak about it, it comes out easy, and it comes out regular for me. But this has been nothing but a war, bro. It's been difficult, and it's not easy. It's not easy, and I put in the work, man. This is the hardest I've ever worked on anything. This is the only thing I've ever even cared about doing. It was my art and taking care of myself, fixing my trauma, fixing my ideas, fixing the way I was, fixing my heart, mending my heart, trying to grow, trying to be aware of what I do and when I do things to people, what I say to people. And understand that everything I say is exactly the way it's supposed to be said, otherwise I wouldn't say it. And I have to deal with the repercussions. And sometimes it comes off harsh, and it does. It does a lot of times. It does. Because it's I'm here to tell you the truth. And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. If I lie to you, what's the point? If I sugarcoat it, what's the point? I can't do that anymore. That makes zero sense to me. It's a waste of breath. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my existence. The point is to get better now and take steps to do it right now, because that's all you're guaranteed is now. Every breath and every moment, that's all you have. And you can waste it if you want to waste it. And technically it's not a waste, because whatever happens, happens. But I want to get the most potential. I want to be doing positive things. I want to be doing stuff that matters every second of every single day. I saw something about, kind of when you come into peace, sometimes you get bored. Or when you're bored, ultimately that's just peace. If you're not stressing, if you're not worried, and you're just straight bored, what do I do now? You don't have to go do activities and fill your time with crap. You don't have to make up fake goals and go complete them. Just sit with yourself. But humans don't want to do that. We want to keep being productive. I get it. I just literally talked about every second of every day I want to do something important. But honestly, sitting with yourself is important. And this is what this is for me. I came home the other day, man. I don't know if it was before I left. I think it was before I left. I got home. And I got home early, and I didn't want to paint yet because it wasn't even 5 o'clock yet. So I was just like, what do I do? And then I found myself just on TikTok or something, but it was just kind of felt like a waste of time. But it's I was in so much peace, but I didn't have anything to do because I wasn't going to paint until later, and then I wasn't going to talk until later, until after those things happened, which needed to be later in the day, and a couple hours away. But now that I look back at it, it's dude, I had nothing to do. I had nothing to worry about. I couldn't frame my stuff because I didn't have wood. I couldn't do anything other than just rest. Just sit there, lay on my bed. And, we just got to start being with ourselves in those moments of boredom. Instead of reaching for the remote, just sit. Just sit with yourself. Just sit. And when you don't like yourself and you reach for something, just sit. And at some point, at first it's going to be weird. At first it sucks. At first you don't want to be by yourself because you've never really given yourself time. But if you make it a habit and you do it every day for 5 minutes, just sit with yourself. And then the next day 10. And then start talking. Start questioning yourself. Start loving yourself. Start giving yourself time. And you'll watch a visual change. Like a physical and a visual change. And how much you love yourself, man. It's so weird. I'm a totally different person. Like I have times of doubt, I have times of insecurities sometimes, but they're not big and they don't come often. And each day I get better and stronger about who I am, and I love myself. I don't, I may feel like I'm fat right now. I need to just keep working out and stuff like that, but that's just regular stuff. Like, I just want to get healthy, right? And I know if I have extra this or extra that, then that's not as healthy as I possibly could be. So I just need to continue to keep working to get healthier and healthier and watch my food and make sure I drink water and whatnot. But it's a constant game. You can't put a cheat code in on day one and just be a monster. I mean, you can, I guess. I don't know. But it's like, what's the point in that? Because then it's not really a game anymore. Game Genie came out, and you could put on God mode and you could live forever. But what's the point? Like, there's no risk involved. There's no skill involved. Like, and that's what life is. Like, it's a risk. Everything is a risk. Everything is skill. Everything is planning. Everything is all these things. And I actually plan more than I think I do. I just plan really quick, like super quick. Like at the drop of a dime quick. And then I just kind of just go with the flow. Because I plan so quick, everything feels like a flow because it is a flow. And like I just hop in my truck and go do stuff. Like I hop in my truck and go to work. I don't even think about it. I just kind of like hop up and go out of bed and then go do whatever. Like it literally just instant, do what I need to do. Like whatever I feel. And I'm just trying to live life and just constantly work and get better at myself, love myself more, and paint and try and figure this out, try and figure this world out, and just transition into something different. Because I truly love it. I truly love art. I truly love kind of like the system that I have right now, but I guess I need to fill my days with something too, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I probably just need some help. I need to talk to some people and get connected with people and figure out like the best route for me, get some outside resources. Even though everything I need is inside of me, but sometimes you just, I don't know. Like what do I do now? Like what does somebody else think I should do? Someone that I respect. Not everybody. Because I can do anything. I just don't know what that anything is. Like I don't know the route, But this song is cool, man. And I love. It's so weird. So I go pick up wood and I go to pay and I pick up the little Scantron gun or whatever. And right on the gun it says 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was like, man, my life is crazy. It does this all the time. Every time I'm kind of going in a certain way, everything just lines up and it gives me numbers. And I don't know what that means. To me, it just means like you're on the right path. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And next is 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's just weird, man. It's just weird how not worried about anything that I am. It's like it's gonna work out, and I just have to keep going day by day, and as difficult as it's been, like me not worrying through this has made it so easy. Well, there's like, I should be worrying every day about all these things, but I'm not. I'm just accepting it. I'm going along the road. I'm just riding, like, whatever happens, happens. And I could wish and want all I want, but it's not going to change what the outcome is going to happen. Like, the outcome's going to happen the way it does. And I'm just along for the ride, just trying to have fun, just trying to just live, survive, and just keep moving forward. And just being so grateful for everything. For the fact that I can sit in my truck again. I just got through painting. I can come outside and I can sit and just watch the sunset. And just give myself time. You know. And I don't know, man. I tell people this. I feel like a little kid. Like, I don't know how to get people to understand that they need to give themselves time. Like, it's the most important thing ever. And then that day when you really understand that, oh shit, I love myself. I love myself completely. The good, the bad, the dirty, the clean, like every ounce of me. I know what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I'm going to risk. I know what I'm not going to risk. Like, you know what I'm going to justify. I know what I'm not going to justify doing. Like, it's like, and then just accepting it. And trying to be on a little bit of the lighter side, you know, sometimes. You know, trying, especially when it involves other humans. You try and not infringe on their free will, and you try not to be mean and bad to them, but you're still going to do self-destructive habits to yourself because you like that stuff, you know, whatever. And you're going to go drink a little too much. You're going to party a little whatever. You're going to stay up a little too late, you know. You're going to cry in the bathroom, whatever you got to do. Like, you're going to listen to sad, sappy, romantic music. You're going to listen to breakup music. Like, you're going to do all this stuff. You're going to get mad. You're going to get angry. Like, but you're okay with it. You understand it's just part of you. It's just part of your makeup. It's not good or bad. It's you. Yeah, you get a little manic sometimes. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you jump from extremes. Sometimes you're happy. Then you're freaking crazy. Then you're mad. That's just you. That's just me. That's just us. That's just humans. It's freaking fire. You know? You're the controller of your chaos. Chaos is freaking cool, man. I don't know, you see stuff and you look at stuff and it's like, this world is controlled chaos. It's planned, it's controlled, but in order, so the chaos comes in, this is where the chaos comes in. The chaos comes in because every human being, no matter what they do, is technically chaos to the other human being. Because we do not know how they come up with their decisions. Because all their decisions are based on their perspective, on their experiences, on their life. Therefore, to us, it is chaos. And we are chaos to them. You know, and I've seen things and they're like, oh, chaos is evil, chaos is this. I'm like, dude, we are chaos. This is us. You know, like trees aren't chaos. Trees are just trees. They just stand there. But humans, we are chaotic in nature because we are in our own worlds. We are in our own brains. We're not connected. And we cannot see or think or hear what the other person's saying. Some of us can. As we get in tune with each other and get on the same page, equally yoked, equally minded. Like me and a friend, when we grew up, like we didn't have to talk to each other. We literally could read each other's mind. Like it made zero sense. Like no one's going to understand it. But we were so close as friends. Like when we worked together, we didn't have to talk because we knew what the other person was thinking. It didn't matter we were different colors. It didn't matter he was a year older than me. It didn't matter. We were just that close of friends that we could know what the other person was thinking. You know, I do this with a lot of people. I do it now. Like, I know what they are thinking. It's kind of weird. A lot of it, it's just kind of like programming, or not programming, but like predicting and planning at a super quick speed. But I've been doing it my whole life, you know, and so I'm kind of good at it. I'm really good at it because I observe everything. So it's like, it's ultimately just observation, and it could be a little bit more than that. No, it probably is. But I also control that too, because a lot of times when I'm with humans, I don't expect anything. I don't try to read their minds. I don't try to assume what they're going to say. I just accept whatever's happening is happening, and I just sit there and respond. I just sit there and let it happen, and I don't try and do those things. When I'm working, it's different. I'm in a different mode. I'm in a different mind. And so, like, especially when work involved and someone else is there, like, I hand them stuff that they need because I know they're going to need it, and I just know what they need next. I know what to do next. I just already planned it all out in a matter of seconds before I even started the job. So it's whatever. But I don't know, man. Life is fun. Life is fire. Humans are especially perfect. Like, I just love them all, man. And I really do love them all, and that's kind of why I'm ashamed about kind of going out the other night and just whatever. And because it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I love all humans, and I know that whatever the combative energy was that I had against somebody and then they had against me, like, I don't know what it was from. I really don't care anymore. I'm over it. But it did come up today because I was just ashamed of myself. And you know, like I said, dude, I honestly don't care what other people do. It's mostly me just being ashamed of myself, and like, I should have been better. I should have done better. There's no reason to want to fight anybody. You know, like, there's no reason for that. It makes zero sense. But I had some liquid courage, which changes. It's a spirit, so it changes your vibration, and I probably should just stay away from it. It's okay to have it sometimes, but just maybe in a softer setting, with people I already know, like, whatever, you know. I just gotta set better boundaries on it, better rules, and I mean, it's okay to go out and have fun. I mean, we went out another time or whatever, nothing happened, so it's like, and I've gone out a long time and none of that stuff's happened. So like I said, a lot of it was just because I was like 4 or 5 days in without talking, and so I was kind of weak, and I was weak in my charge, in my cup was, you know, empty and drained, and like, I just wasn't as strong as I should have been. And it is what it is. It happened, and forgive myself for it. And it's just a lesson that I'm going to be thinking about for a while, though, because it's like, how do I fix it? What are the right moves to fix it? How do I make sure and allow that to never happen again? And stuff like that. But it's a lesson, you know. And you gotta look at those, and you can't be ashamed and run from it. You can't run from your experiences. It does nothing. Then it makes them pointless. And, you know, like I said, it's like, I try to do things that are not pointless, because if they're pointless, I'm not going to do them. And so it's like, I know everything that I do happens exactly the way it's supposed to for a reason, and I just accept it and try to learn my lesson, you know. It's just part of it. It really is. But I'm just telling you, man, like, when you start becoming aware of, like, your surroundings, like, it's fire, bro. It's just so beautiful how beautiful everything is. How amazing and perfect life is. How just the freaking shapes and the numbers and the flowers and the leaves and the freaking deer and the turkeys and the everything. Human beings are just so fire, man. And I just love it. I just love it, man. And you see, you know, and what I really pick up on, it's just people's emotions and the stuff that they're really going through. And they look so strong in the moment, and they can joke about things, they can laugh about things that are just downright crazy. And I do the same thing, you know. It's almost a nervous laughter, or it's a way to get through situations, you know, that were bad, and all you can do is technically laugh, you know. And it's, but it is pitiful on the other end, and, I just hate watching people struggle with injustices. I hate watching people struggle because their parents are broken still, and they're still, you know, they don't know how to act, they don't know how to love, they don't know how to even combat their traumas, and then it's put on the kids, and then the kids are going through that crap, and then it's just like, it just kills me, man, because it's like I've done the work to overcome so much, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all, but it's time. And I talk to these people, and man, and again, like I talked to somebody today, and they were talking about they're going whatever to see a therapist or whatever, a psychiatrist or whatever the difference is, I don't know. And they always talk about people having control issues and control, and that's one reason why I left, because I was like, what do you want me to do? Because in order to get better, you have to take control of your life. You can't, someone who's freaking, they're trying to take control. They're going to therapy. They're going there. And then as soon as they get there, you tell them they have a control issue? That makes zero sense. You need to tell them how to use control. You need to tell them what they need to be controlling and what they don't need to be controlling. You need to tell them what control is. And to just become aware of it. That's what tore me up, man. It's like it sounded to me, it's like everyone's like, you got to give up your control. You got to give up your control. And it's like, but then who's controlling Cody? Because my whole life, everyone was controlling me. Or trying to control me, but in return, I was really controlling everything. But it's like, so now I'm taking my control back. And now I'm doing it the right way, though. I'm only controlling myself. I'm not controlling any other human being. I'm trying not to control any other human being. I'm just trying to say what I need to say. I'm trying to use my words and just be the controller of me, the controller of my chaos. Be the controller of my brain. Be the controller of my stories. My imagination. And that was one of the first steps that I did, was like, man, like, why do you guys keep telling me I have to surrender control? That makes zero sense. Because if I don't have control of myself, then who does? I'm not a sheep. Maybe for sheep, that's fine. And it's okay to be a sheep. You look at your life and you look at this world and you understand that, honestly, it's okay for people to be sheep. Like, if that's what you like and that you're comfortable in it and you're happy, and that's cool, because not everyone's made like me. Not everyone wants to be in control. Not everyone wants. It's not that I want to be in control. I don't want to be in control, but of other people. But I want to be in control of me. Not everyone wants to be leaders. Not everyone wants the headache, and it's not easy. But you got to control your life, and it's mostly your feelings. And your time. But you can't ever take control until you give yourself time and find out what the hell you're trying to control. But we've just been so busy looking out at everything else that inside of us is going crazy, and we have zero control over that. And once you get control of yourself, then you can really start changing, and then you can look at other stuff and like control how you react to things. And instead of reacting, you control how you respond. You take time, you think about it. You don't shoot from the hip anymore. You pro and cons list it. And you can do that super quick, like freaking fire quick. Because you already know the answer. But you have to give yourself time. And that, I'm telling, man, I just don't know how to get the point across. It's like once you start giving yourself time, a lot of stuff just falls into place. Everything falls into place. And just because you're giving yourself time in one aspect of your life, you're just talking and you're not talking about everything in your life, it doesn't matter. Because you just start becoming comfortable with yourself, and you start trusting yourself, and you start learning about yourself, and you start learning why you do certain things, why you like to go out and drink, why you like to smoke weed, why you like to go to the bars and try and pick up this and pick up that. Like, why you try and go get attention there? Like, you start looking at why. And then when you understand why you do it, then you start fixing the why. And then you start gaining control over the why. And then you stop that. And then you don't need that anymore. And then you gain more time. And you start to love yourself. And maybe you want to continue to do that stuff. That's cool too, man. Whatever. To each his own. But it just starts a cycle of like you start digging. You start reading a book. Your story. And you start accepting what happened and that it was real. And your feelings that you have about the past are valid. Now let's change them. Because if you just keep that book there and open on that page, then you're gonna let all those emotions control you. And the point is for you to be in control, not those emotions. Those emotions are there to tell you that there's energy in motion. That there's something that needs to be taken care of. Something that needs to be looked at. And it's that energy. Why is it? Why are you depressed? I don't know. Maybe you don't like your job. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe whatever. Maybe someone's mean to you. Someone's a narcissist. Someone's talking bad about you. Someone just makes you feel bad. Someone's draining your energy. You gotta figure out why and how, and then stop it. Get them to stop it. Walk away from them. Figure out the best way to get away or protect yourself. Like, it's a lot, but like I'm telling you, man, it's just about giving yourself legitimate time. And it's not, you don't have to give that much. You can find 30 minutes. Instead of watching Netflix, talk. You drop your kids off, like you're driving to work, like freaking get in the car and scream. Complain. Just do it out loud. Start complaining just for a couple of days. See what happens. And then you get comfortable complaining to yourself, and then you're going to get sick of yourself complaining, and you're going to figure out how to fix those complaints. But at least you're giving yourself time. And that's just a step, a little bit at a time. One step at a time. But you have to take a step. You have to take a step. And you got to build a habit. Well, like in my case, an addiction. Because I love myself, bro. It's so fun. Like, I am ready to share me with someone else. And for me to learn about them. Not everyone. Not the world. But just one person. My home. Because I'm my home. And I want the other person to be my home as well. I want to be able to speak like I speak now to them. And I want them to feel safe enough to speak like I speak to me. And know that, like, no matter what we say, like, we're good. It's unconditional love. Like, it's just what we feel. And it's okay to feel random crazy things. It's okay to want random crazy things. It's okay as long as we talk about it. And we don't hold it in and build resentment, I mean, it's so crazy, like, just the information that I talk about or the information I know in my head. And the only reason why I know it is because I give myself time, and I've looked back at my life and go, why, Cody? Why do you do this? Why did you get resentment on people and then walk away from them? Because I didn't speak my mind. Because I allowed things to happen when I should have said, no, I'm not going to do that. Cody's not going to do that. But Cody would just bend over backward for everyone, and then he would build resentment. And it's nobody else's fault but my own. And then I walk away. I would abandon them or whatever you want to, whatever. Because I'm done. I can't. I built too much resentment. I got to go protect myself. Where if I just spoke up and said what I needed to say, then, whatever. It doesn't mean I want to go back to those people, but I'm just saying, like, I understand what I did. So now it's like the same thing. It's like if you don't want to do it, man up. You have to. Otherwise, you just keep building resentment until one day you pull the trigger and there's no going back. And then you just have to deal with the repercussions. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. Once it's said, man, you can't take that stuff back. Especially if both people aren't healed. Because people hold on to that crap forever. And like I said, I know. And lately I've been kind of getting more frustrated with people in my past Just because it's like, man, I'm so sick of. It's like, do you not want to be happy? Like, literally, that's the question I have. It's like, do you not want to be happy? Because I'm happy. I'm in peace. It took a lot to get here, and it's up and down road, yes. But it's so much better. Like, there's not. I mean, I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. Except I'm happy. Like I don't know. It's fun. Everything is exciting. Everything is love. Like, everything is so cool, and it's like. It's pitiful to me to just assume that, like, I cannot see. Man, I don't know. Like, if I wouldn't have changed and took this journey, man. Like, I can't even imagine that. That makes me sick. It makes me disgusted to even try and imagine what Cody would be like if he wouldn't have done 24/7 for the last year and a half. If Cody wouldn't have looked back at his life and freaking tore it apart. Tore apart all ideas, tore apart all things he did, tore about all relationships, tore them all apart to figure out what they were for, why they ended up the way that they did, what was really going on. And so I could know about myself. And so now I can go out into the world and understand that people are just like me. People go through the same stuff I go through. I know how to fix it in myself. I know where the problem was in myself. So when I'm in front of human beings, I can call out what they need to see, what they need to fix, what they need to look at for themselves. And yeah, sometimes, man, it's not easy to talk like I talk. It's not easy to tell someone, like, no, that you need to do this. You need to look at this. Like, you already know the answer. I'm going to say it, and it's going to sound mean, but it's because I love you. And I know you don't have as much time as I have. So I'm going to give you like a little bit of cliff notes real quick and tell you what to look at, because I know you don't have the time that I have. I'm just here to help you. It's real quick, and it's going to be blunt. It's going to be quick, and you may not take it well, but I love you. And I don't deliver like strawberry shortcake, okay? I say what I say, and it is what it is. I know this. But I like to do it that way, honestly, because because it stings. And when you open a wound, what happens? You have to nurture it and heal it. So when I open a wound, like, you have to clean it out again, and you got to look at it. You have to look at that. So sometimes that's kind of why I say stuff so brass and so, like, to the point, because I'm not doing it to hurt you. I'm just doing it because that's it. You have to have some emotion. I'm giving you some emotion. I'm opening that wound so you look in it and you fix it, and then hopefully you'll take care of it, and you just look at it with a new perspective that hopefully I can help you with. You know, and that's, man. I love this journey, man. I really do. It's fun. It's fun, and I'm proud. Like I said, I mean, I do it. I mean, one day I'll, whatever. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help. I am helping people. And like I said, dude, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how other people live technically. Like, I don't know if they're happy all the time or not happy, or if they're just faking and pretending. I don't know. You know, maybe they got money, but they're not happy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to grow up any different than I did. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to not need for something. You know, I don't know. Or to have nice stuff. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to grow up in a world like that. I don't have a clue. To have grandparents and all this other. So I don't know. It's not good or bad. I just don't know. But I do know that really, like, none of that stuff matters per se. It does kind of make a difference if you're not getting your basic needs, like, you don't have time to think or do anything other than just survive in this world, and that's the biggest problem with the money system, is because the way the money system's implemented, you have to spend all your time surviving, and even if you're more wealthy, like, you're still having to keep up with your spending habits, what you like to do. So you're still always working, and you're not taking as much time for yourself. And so you never really have time to work on yourself. Maybe you do go to therapy every week or once a month, but that's not enough time. If that's the only time you give yourself to even talk out loud, you're never going to work out a problem. Give yourself 3 days. Maybe every weekend you give yourself 2 days and talk. Yeah, you'll get some shit done. You correct some stuff. Every night before you go to bed, talk. Be consistent with it. You gotta look at yourself more than just once a week. You gotta look at yourself more than just once a month. It's a constant battle. And at one point, it's like working out. I mean, I look at it like there's not. I guess I've come to a point where I can maintain, but I just proved the fact that after 5 days, it's less than that for me to maintain it. I have to every 2 days. And I look at my life, because about 2 days I was still pretty good. So maybe 3 days would be my maintain level. I would have to talk every 3 days to maintain where I'm at, and where I can control my emotions and control all that stuff. So I don't know, I don't know. Each person's probably different, and ultimately you just got to give yourself time. I'm telling you, and I talk to people, because a lot of people, they say they don't want to be alone, and I'm like, it's because it sucks at first, because you don't like yourself, or you're scared you're gonna do something you don't like to do, but you want to do it because you do it anyways when you're alone. That's the point. Is you have to learn to accept the things that you do when you're alone. And you have to take away the shame and guilt sometimes. I think that's a lot of it. It's external sources putting shame and guilt on you. When if you was just doing the act without the shame and guilt, at some point you would just quit it. Because some of that shame and guilt is exciting. Some of that shame and guilt is what makes you do the act, because we're all rebels. And when someone's putting shame and guilt on us for something that we like, we're still going to do it, but then the shame and guilt comes. And then we get excitement from the shame and guilt. So, it's super confusing. I'm not saying run around and infringing other people's free will. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying you got to learn to kind of accept what you do and what you like, and just whatever. And once you can get to the point where that shame and guilt is gone, what a lot of it is you have to forget about what people are telling you to do, or what, quit caring what other people think. Because it doesn't matter. They're thinking about you because they don't want to look at themselves. Because they're in the same boat as you. Well, they're so busy looking at everybody else's faults, looking at the plank in everybody else's eye, not understanding that the plank in theirs is so damn big, they can't even look at themselves. And they're scared to look at themselves because they're scared to look at that plank in their own eye. But you gotta look at it to get it out of there. You gotta feel it. You gotta pull it freaking out of your eye. That's gonna hurt. And you're gonna shame and guilt yourself for a second. And you're gonna judge yourself because you gotta pull this huge plank out of your own eye first so you can heal. But you gotta look at it, and you're watching it with your other eye the whole time. You're watching as you're pulling it out, looking at every bit of it. When you get it all the way out of there, you can look at it and heal from it. But you can't do that when you run around judging the world. Because when you're judging the world, you're looking at everybody else and you're not looking at yourself. You think you're holier than thou. No. Like, I gotta deal with what I gotta deal with on my own. I gotta look at my own stuff. I don't care what you do. It makes zero sense. Cast the first stone. Cast the first stone. And reevaluate your rules and regulations. Like, reevaluate those things. Think about it. Reevaluate those things. It's time. Because humans justify everything. So it doesn't matter if you're in a religious group or you're from this church or that church or whatever. Like, you're following rules that ultimately men have put in place for certain reasons to keep power and control over you, and to keep your shame and guilt, so you're vibing low, and so you're more docile, because you're in a weakened state. And they're trying to buy forgiveness and love and happiness and saving and salvation, by what you can do for other people. Give your money to the church every week. Like, that's fine. I don't. You could also just go out and freely help people too. And then you know where your time is going. You know where your money is going. You know where your energy is going. Because we're all humans. We'll all do stuff that, we all break the law. Laws are meant to be broken. If you have a law, someone's gonna break it. That's just part of it. Not everyone has the same perspective. Not everyone has the same experiences. Not everyone has the same money. Sometimes you gotta go rob to feed your family. I'm not saying you should, but sometimes it has to be done. Life is tough, man. Life is tough. And we all are born the same. We're all equal. We all come out the womb or through the stomach or whatever. We're all that. That's where we come from. And then we all die. I guess. Maybe not in the future, but now we do. Or we have in the past. I don't know. But we all end the same. We all lose the game of life. It's just part of it. It's part of the rules of the universe. We're all equal. We all have emotions. We all love. I don't say we all hate. I think at some point we probably all hated something. I don't really, whatever, but we all get hungry. We all get a bunch of other things too. It's just part of life. Like, we're all just one people. Like, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what roll of the dice you got. We're all just people. That's the point of all of this. And we're all struggling with something. We're all not happy in this area of our life. We're all not content in this area of our life. Why can't we just help each other? Become the best versions of ourselves so we all can be happy. So we all can succeed. So we all can be fed. So we all can stop worrying. I don't see how this is not a question that we need to answer. I can't see how we can't focus on this. Like, it makes zero sense. And we can't just come together and figure it out. We're all so freaking. I'm not broken anymore. But a year and a half ago, dude, I was broke. I was broke and I didn't even know I was broke. And it sucks because, man, I go through life and I talk to people, yeah, and sometimes it seems harsh, but I see their emotions just welling up inside of them. And it's like, man, I'm excited. I just want you to be better. Like, I just want you to be better. I want you to do what I did. I want you to go down the road that I did. I just want you to give yourself some time. Because I was standing where you're standing. I was broke. I was on the verge of flipping out all the time, just crying, unconditional, just uncontrollable. And I was just, wound so tight because I've been holding back my whole life. And I still have yet to surrender completely to whatever this is. I still have emotions trapped. I still have trauma trapped. I guess. I still have stuff I haven't faced. And it will come out when it needs to come out, because this is a journey. This is multi-level. Because once you get to the end, like, if you beat everything, then what's the point of beating it? It's time to go. So this will go on forever, until you're gone. Hopefully you can get to the highest level possible. But I just hate it, man, because I have to be so strong when I'm with people. And number one, to protect myself, and number two, just because I have to stand in my strength. I have to stand in where I came from. When I look for people from my past and I tell them, like, look, you remember me as a child. I was broken. I used to walk around with my fists just clenched all the time. I was so angry. I was nothing but anger. Look at me now. Yeah, I want the best for you. So I'm a little excited right now, and I'm speaking a little, whatever. But it's like, I'm angry because I know how it feels. I just want you to be better. I want you to taste what I've tasted. I want you to just taste what I live in now. It's so much better over here. Yeah, some of my life looks like crap, maybe. Some of it, but it's not really. It isn't. It's exactly the way it's supposed to be, and it's fine. I'm not afraid. I'm not worried. I have no need for nothing. Everything comes. Maybe it's not as much as you. I don't need as much. I'm content and happy with what I have. Every day I have enough. It all works out. It's so simple. I don't have extra. I don't need extra right now. I'm worthy of all of it. And all of it is coming. I'll have the fanciness stuff. Yeah. It's fine. I'm worthy of it. But right now in this time, I don't have time to even enjoy those things, because I'm still just enjoying me, the newness of who I am, the newness of loving myself and giving myself time, and understanding how much fun I am, and how much I love just being with myself, and that it's okay to be quote unquote alone. It's okay for me to focus on myself. It's okay for me not to be running around trying to chase tail every day. It's okay. And it's cool, man. I really do like this song, man. This song is fire. And like I said, it makes zero sense, but it makes all the sense in the same. Because I see it from my perspective. When I get all this stuff, a couple days ago, I was like, dude, I'm homesick. And then I got this song, and it's like talking about my home. And understanding that whatever happens, happens. and it's exciting. Just let it happen when it happens, whatever it is. Because that's my next step in this life. And it's going to work out, and I'm getting better and better and better. Like I told my sister, man, I was like, dude, I am doing what I'm doing till I don't fuck a kid up like I got fucked up. So I don't fuck up a grown woman and not show her the love like I didn't show my mother. And then when, and then my sister's like, well, mom didn't really love us either like that, physically. But it's like, whatever. It's like, I didn't know that per se, other than in my memory. I just never got it. And, but I'm doing everything now so I don't do that in the future. So I'm fixing the problems now. So my kids won't know that. So my kids will know nothing but love. Like, I will freaking hold them every day, even if I'm uncomfortable, until the moment I'm comfortable. Because I have to. So I never got it. Now give them time. I'll do everything in my power to give them all the time that they need and deserve. And the same with my wife. All the attention that she needs, wants, and deserves. No more, no less. The perfect amount. Whatever that may be. So I can't live in that regret. And I don't really regret it now. It sucks. I talk about it. If there was something that I regretted, it was that. Even if my mom didn't love, but my mom loved me. It was just different. It was a lot. She had a tough life. She got the short end of the stick. She made it through. Don't know how, but she did it. And I never heard her complain. She put up with me. A little kid, he walked around with his fist clenched his whole life. Angry at the world. Angry at everything. Angry at not feeling love. I don't know, man. I look at other people and I see it now. I see a lot of times, like I said, I watched a TikTok months ago and the kid was just so angry and mad that he just needed love. And it's like, I guess that was my issue. I just needed love. And I thought I never had it. I never understood it. I could never receive it. I was always looking for this fantasy love from a mom that didn't exist, that ultimately gave me up on day one. This fantasy, this real world. It wasn't even a fantasy because it really did happen that way. It was my story. It was my life. It was reality. And no one can take that away from me. Some people don't get an unbroken home. Some of us don't get it. And the people that have a mom and dad in the house can't look at somebody else and tell them that they're wrong the way that they feel or the things that affected them. You can't do that because you didn't live those experiences. You can't judge somebody because you didn't live that life. You're just delaying looking at yourself. You're just delaying telling your truth. You're just lying. You're running around the world lying and distracting yourself from yourself and facing your real problems. You're procrastinating. We all do it. I was a major procrastinator. You gotta look at yourself, man. That's the only way. That's the only way anything changes. Because no one's gonna make you change. No one can. We're all stubborn human beings. We all control what our right hand does. We all control what our left hand does. No one else does that for us. And that's what's crazy, is, man, it's like I'm just watching myself just not do stuff anymore. Like, it makes zero sense, bro. I got stung by some yellow jackets today. And I only got stung maybe like, he probably hit me 3 or 4 times, but I think it was only one yellow jacket that got me. And there's, man, I don't know. They said there's like 100,000 of them in a hive, man. There were so many. And I mowed over something and drove past it and hopped off, shut it off, and swatted him off my leg. My leg is still a little swollen right now. It still burns a little bit, but whatever. It all worked out in the end. And the guy was like, "You missed a patch." I was like, "Yeah, there's yellow jackets in the yard, man." I was like, "You go cut it." I ain't cutting it. I ain't getting stung again for no reason. But it's like something like, it's just like, I don't know, man. My demeanor's changed, and the things that I say change, and me understanding, like, I'm not gonna do stuff like anymore. Like, no way. This is retarded. I'm not gonna go get stung. Do what you want. You can kill those bees. I'm not gonna do it, but you can do it. And you kill them. Next time I'll come cut it. But it sucks, man. I got stung by yellow jackets. They're not the. I'm just glad it was my leg. And because when they get you in the face, dude, those are not fun. It's not fun in the face. But the leg is manageable. It's not that bad. They're funny, dude. They're so hardcore, man. I actually like them a lot. As much as I've been, well, I'm only probably been stung like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times. 6 or 7 sessions. Sometimes I was getting stung 20 times or something, but there's some fire. They're fire, dude. Like, I looked down at my leg and he was just going to town, man. And, like, you know, in the moment you're kind of like just jumping around, like trying to get away. But the visual in my head is so funny to me. Because it's like, those things are so hardcore, man. They're just trying to protect their home. And it's so funny because it's like, I've never really gotten stung out in the world other than when I've ran over their home. Like, they don't just sting me randomly. It's always protecting their home. You know, and I've always thought about that. Like, it's like bees and stuff like that. They only sting when they're protecting their home. They don't go out of their way to sting you. And, dude, I lived at one of my houses a long time ago with my mom, and I had my trailer there. I was probably like 16, 17, maybe 18. I don't remember when I got my trailer. But, there would be these bees, man. They were huge. They looked like those big hornets, like the Japanese hornets that are like the size of freaking 2 inches long. And they would set up a perimeter around my trailer. And they had a home underneath it. But these things were the smartest things I've ever seen, dude. And they were so big, but they would set up perimeter. So there'd be like 2 on the front, equal distance apart, and then going back to the back of my trailer, there'd be like 3 of them along the long side. And like, it would take me forever to just hook up my trailer because I would do it super slow, but they never stung me. They would just fly around. And I never got hit by one of those guys. I don't want to. I mean, they're freaking 2 inches big. Like, if one of them hit you, dude, you're gonna be hurting. But I always just amazed at like the mechanics of them and how they are their instincts and how they just protect. And it's always been fire to me because it's like they only protect their home, really. Like, they're never really in danger from a human out in the world, or they don't think about it. But when they're at their home, close to their hole, they protect it. And that's when you get stung, you know, like a wasp. I stuck my hand in a bush once when I was probably like 15 or 16. And, man, that red wasp lit me up. But I put my hand in the tree, in the bush, and his home was there. And my hand swelled up pretty good. It didn't swell up super big, but he hit me hard, man. But it's like, that's cool, man. You always protect your home. And, dude, I protect my home. I protect myself. You know, and I'm going to protect my kids and my wife in the future. Because that's my new home. I kind of told my sister that the other day. I was like, this is my time. The past is the past. The past is done. I don't have time to go back and try and build relationships with people in the past. I don't. I can't. I don't have time. This is my life now. Once my mom passed away and those rose-colored glasses fell off and that contract was ripped up, null and void. It's my time to explore this world through my eyes now. To get in life what I want. To experience the things that I want. With no names behind it. With no genetics behind it. With no predetermined ideas from other human beings. But my own ideas. And the only way I could get them was by giving myself a year and a half of time. To shape my own ideas, my own wants, my own desires, my own morals. And if you're not happy with that, that's fine. I don't really care. You know, and I tell people this all the time. Look, I get you got kids, you got all this stuff. I get it. But you chose that. I did not. I'm in my life the way that my life is because of me. And you're in yours because of you. One's not better or worse than the other. It just is. I'm not jealous of you. You shouldn't be jealous of me. And if I am jealous, I'll go get what I want, what I'm jealous of. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to sit or fart around it. But I got to make sure that I'm on point. I'm ready to deliver before I can even accept love from somebody else. And that's the whole point. I can now. I'm ready. I mean, I've been more than ready. You know, I'm ready to experience that stuff. I'm more than capable now. But then again, you know, I've set my limits. I can only do it to one. That makes sense to me. So I just don't have time to do that to everybody. I don't have time to care about everybody's feelings. I have time to care about one. I don't have time to try and make the world happy. That makes zero sense. It's not my place to make you happy with my actions. It's my place to help you understand how to be happy and how you can be happy by giving yourself time. I can tell you the actions that I took to become happy, but I can't do it for you. And anything I do can't technically make you happy. You have to be happy on your own. That's the point. And you have to be able to accept happiness. You have to be able to accept things from people. You have to be able to love people and accept love from people. Like I said, and I was not capable of that before. I guess, technically. I didn't trust people before. Now I trust you. Whatever, who cares? I don't have to continue to trust people forever, but I can trust you long enough to understand if you're worth giving time to or not. And everyone's worth it. It's just if you keep doing bad stuff, like I gotta walk away. And if you keep being negative and you're not growing and you're not giving yourself time, I can't just continue to just freely give you stuff if you're not gonna keep working on yourself. Because then that's pointless, you know. And like I told someone today, I was like, look, you know, I told you I wasn't gonna be here forever. I told you multiple times, you know. Because in my head, if I'm taking up your time, then you're neglecting somebody else, and vice versa. If I'm giving you time, then I'm neglecting somebody else, and I can't do that forever. You know, like we are friends. That's it. And you have a family. I'm giving you time. Like then you're neglecting your family for me. Like that. No, that doesn't happen. That's not gonna happen. So in order for me to make sure that doesn't happen, I have to leave. I understand who I am. I understand the effects I have on people. I understand that I'm a best friend vibe. I get it. Because I am a friend. But I'm a friend who understands time. And I'm a friend who understands boundaries. And I set them because I know other people won't. Because other people don't have the same ideas that I do. And I'm trying to protect myself and other people if I think. So I just limited time. I have to do it that way. Because I'm Cody, I'm me. I don't know. Life is cool, man. This song is cool. I really love it. You know, and that's what's so crazy is like, I go in there and paint these things and they just come out like it is, man. It makes zero sense. Like, when I painted that painting, boom, like, in my head, I'm like, what am I going to see in this painting? Like, because I wanted to see what was going to come out. But it's like, I didn't plan it, and then I just saw. Like, everything was pushing me towards a figure. It was like, I can't intuitively say how or why. I can't say why or how I know. It just intuitively pushed me to that. You know, and honestly, I picked up one color paint and nothing came out. And I was like, okay. I'm putting this paint down because this color is not supposed to be on the paint, on the painting. Because like nothing came out of it. So I'm just going with it, whatever I feel. Like, it's super hard to explain it until you start living the life that I'm living. Until you start living in the moment where you're not really thinking about anything. You're just doing. You're just being. Like, that's the most peace you're ever going to have. And I get super frustrated in there, bro. Like, I get so frustrated. And you may not see it, but like, I'll get paint on my hands. Like, I'm painting. I'm gonna get paint on my hands, but it freaks me out, dude. Like, I pick up something and there's paint on it, and I'm like, I didn't want that. I'm not in control of that. It freaks me out a little bit. I know I have like some little control stuff issues, but I just roll with them. And I kind of like the anger. I kind of like the uncomfortableness. I do like it per se because it keeps me excited. It keeps me growing. It keeps me like guessing. Like, boom, I get this little surge of energy because I get irritated real quick. This is regular. It's fine. It keeps me alive. It gives me a challenge. Like, it makes the act of painting fun for me. Because it's not just one steady emotion. Even though I'm dancing in my head or whatever, I'm excited and I'm doing the thing. But that me touching something or getting paint on my hand, even though I'm painting, and it may sound stupid, like, it freaks me out. It feels weird to me. I have to just shake my head because it's like, it's just weird. It's irritating. But I'm just human. I'm very particular, even though it may not look like I'm particular. You know? And I'm going to get a bigger space. I'm going to get a bigger house. I'm going to get a bigger everything. So I can set it up perfect. Yes, it's going to be chaos in that perfect setup. But everything's going to be perfect. I'm going to have it laid out and all this stuff. Like, but it will be chaotic in that. Because that's what I create. I create chaotically. I need a clean slate. I need a clean build. You know, I need to get rid of a lot of stuff. I need to minimize everything. Because I don't need all this crap. I need a separate place to sleep. I need a separate place to paint. I need a separate this. I got to separate my lives out. My areas out. And I know I need these things to be more efficient. So when I walk through a door, I know I'm creating in there. When I walk through another door, I know I'm sleeping in there. When I walk through another door, I know I'm bathing in there. When I walk through a door, I know I'm eating in there. Like, these things to separate time, separate emotion, to separate work and play, to separate my time with other people's time. Like, when I sit in my truck, it's my time. It's very frustrating. Someone comes up to me when I'm talking. I roll with it and I deal with it, but it's super frustrating to me, and I just have to check myself in the moment and just understand that it is what it is. It's just regular. And it's okay. It will all work out in the end. But this is my time. I love it. I love it so much. I wish, like, I hate saying I wish, but I just wish people would, dude, if I could just see other people doing this, dude, I would be so happy. so happy to like just like scan YouTube and there's like other people just sitting, talking, and doing whatever it is, whether they're videotaping themselves or not, like just talking to themselves. Like, dude, I would just cry. Because I'm like, they get it, they got it, they're getting there. I want to know that human being because they know themselves. I want to be with that human being because they love themselves. They're giving themselves time. The greatest act in the world. Giving yourself time. If that person knows themselves, and when we come together, they know me. And they can help me with certain things that I can't see, but they took the time and they've experienced it in a certain way, so they know when I'm coming with them with a problem or something I did, they can just tell me, look, this is what I did, and we are the same. I took time too. I love myself. This is how I overcame it. Check out this. And I'm like, thank you. You saved me a lot of time. So I can focus on something else to fix. So I can help somebody else down the road. Because I know me. So when I stare at them, I can help them see what they can't see. And I can help them quicker so they don't have to waste all that time. And then boom, pyramid scheme of love. It's fire. You know, and that's what I'm looking for my companion. Like, that's the point. Because when I have a companion and we can do that together, then we can grow and then we can go out into the world together. And then I can help other people where she can't, and she can help other people where I can't. And we can hopefully be inspiration for the world. Because we're living it. Because we're doing it. Because we are it. And that's my goal. To continue to love myself. Continue to give myself time. And hopefully in doing so, I can help people. I'm gonna help people. I am helping people. Even if they don't know it. Life is cool, man. And it's a hell of a lot cooler when you love yourself. Dude, it's so much better, bro. It's so cool, man. You know, it makes me feel like a kid, you know. And I, multiple times throughout this talk, like, I just keep thinking about my little brother's daughter and how she created a Minecraft world and she just wanted to show everyone it. And she was just so excited and they all left and she didn't get to show them and she was sad. Because something made her happy and she just wanted to share. And that's me, man. This has made me so happy, so much peace. I just want to share it. I just want to share it. I don't want to walk around the world and just people laughing about terrible situations because I know they're broken inside. I know they're fighting inside. I know they're just barely hanging on by a string. Like, that makes me so sad. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, how do I help? If I don't get it, I just want to save them. I want to pull them out of the mess that they're in. And maybe if I can pull them out of the mess they're in, and I can give them a home, a safe place to grow, then maybe that would be just enough. If I can just show them unconditional love, maybe that's enough. I don't know how I did it. I honestly I look back, I don't get it. I don't get how it happened. I don't get how I started giving myself time and then I unconditionally love myself. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how I just started giving myself time. How I started to believe in myself. I don't know. Other than I just did it. That's pretty much been my whole life. Just do it. Nike, man. Just do it. It's worth it. Probably because I'm built for it tough. It's all based on perspective. But today was perfect, man. And I go back through my day and it's like everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to, and I'm cool with it. I love it. It was perfect. Sunset was amazing. Everything was amazing. Life is amazing. Life is fun. Tomorrow, who knows what's going to happen, dude. I have no idea. I know I'm going to frame a bunch of paintings tomorrow, and as many as I can, and then kind of go from there. Like, once I get them all done, I can reevaluate what I'm going to do, and hell, man, maybe I can have a show in the next freaking, who knows, couple days. Who knows? I got to do whatever, and I just love it. I love painting and I love talking, man. I really do. I really do. It's me. I'm proud. I'm proud of myself, and I'm watching myself set boundaries super hard, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of up and down, because I feel like the bad guy a lot of times, and it's just old programming, and I'm not the bad guy. It's like I have to give myself time, and I'm stepping into that power, and understanding my cutoff game is strong, bro, and ultimately, it's because at the end of the day, I know I'm going to give myself time. So that's like my biggest goal right now is like, everything I do is like, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to go give myself time. So if I have to cut somebody off, it's like, it's fine because I'm the most important thing in my life. They're not doing anything for me. Either they're positive in my life or they're negative. You know? Like, it's that simple. Either they're positive and they're helping me, or they're negative to me. There's no in between. You know? And new people is different. Like I said, new people, I have a window of time. There's a window of time that everyone gets. But old people, like I said, either they're positive or they're negative. I don't have time to turn a negative into positive. It's not my will. It's on them. It's on them to do that. They have to become positive in my life. You know? But whatever, man. Whatever happens, happens. Today was fire. My painting, I don't know. It is what it is. I just like how different the styles are. And honestly, like halfway through, I knew what I was going to do. I knew I was going to be pulling paint off. I knew it. And I need to actually go back in pretty quick and make sure it's not dripping. Because there was a lot of paint on there, bro. But I don't know, man. It's beautiful. I love it. I love life. I love this. I'm ready for my future. I'm in my future. I'm in my highest timeline. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm enjoying life. I'm going one step forward at a time. Not looking back. Not regretting a thing. Everything happened exactly the way it's supposed to. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened that way. And there's only one way up, and that's the way I'm going. I hit rock bottom. I hit the lowest part of my life through this transition. But yet, maybe on the world standard, but in my own mind and my brain was better. I was building every day. So now it's time to reintegrate with the world and take the world by storm. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I am doing. That's what I have prepared for. That's what I've created content to do. It's all in place. It's all there. Many people may not look at my stuff now, but they will. It is what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's change. And it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I love y'all. Peace.
My home has beautiful eyes, the cutest nose, the prettiest smile. My home, like starry nights, is short in height and sometimes bites. My home has got a couple windows to my soul. My home somehow makes me feel so whole. My home feels like gold. My home will ever be a place. My home has the most beautiful face. My home, you're my home. You're the one who makes me feel like a child. You're the one who always makes me smile. My home, you're my home. I won't let you go. I feel so safe, no worries now. You are my home. Do you even know? 'Cause when I fall, you catch me somehow. I'll give my all. I'll love you real loud. My home will ever be a place. My home has the most beautiful face. My home, you're my home. You're the one who makes me feel like a child. You're the one who always makes me smile. My home.